How big is the universe? Does it have a meaning? How many stars are in the sky? When you're little, the rest of the world is so big. It's scary and new, but so exciting. Everything is an adventure. There's a whole universe inside you, and nothing is impossible yet. Teeny tiny rabbits are found in imaginary forests. Rainbows have pots of gold at the end of them. Monsters lurk in the dark, and dragons can be slayed. But why are so many children scared of the dark? You can't see in the dark, but the whole universe is at your fingertips. Nothing is impossible yet. When does that change? When do we learn not everything is possible? When does the dark stop being scary? Growing up is inevitable. At some point, you stop worrying about the monsters under the bed, start to worry about the real world instead. You'll make mistakes constantly, but that's just part of the process. As a teen, you have all the time in the world to do whatever you want. Your friends become your whole world. You spend so many hours and so many days with them. Drama is a constant. It's inevitable and mostly pointless, but it can swallow up your whole world for a while, no matter how hard you try to avoid it. You have to make some choices about what your future holds before you really know what you want to do with it. Some parts are certain, but others have so many options. It can be scary not knowing what's going to happen next. The structure of school and home is a constant for so many years. Thinking of anything different is strange, but it's just the next step in the journey. Your dreams change from an innocent, I want to do anything I want all the time, to something more tangible with a purpose in the world. To become a footballer, or a doctor, or a dad. But when do you know what the future you want looks like? Is it when the whole world is still at your fingertips? Or when you look at life as something that just happens? How big is the universe? Does it have a meaning? And what's my purpose in all of it? I'm somewhere between knowing what I'm doing and not knowing at all. I'm still young enough to make mistakes, but I'm old enough that I should know better. There's this pressure to live my whole life in my 20s, but I'm also supposed to be laying foundations and making plans for the rest of my life. I'm aware of the state of the world, and I feel a responsibility to do something about it, but seemingly those in power and the world just doesn't seem to care. Decision after decision just seems to be made by people who won't be affected by them. Life starts to get serious once you have more years under your belt as an adult. You might find that you're not fully where you thought you'd be. But it's not necessarily a bad place. You realise maybe it would have been easier on this journey if you'd worked a little bit harder at school. Or if you'd gone for that one job. But then you also wouldn't be where you are right now. Sometimes something big happens. So plans, dreams and goals, they have to be changed and adapted. But worrying about it won't change the outcome. Most things, bad things in life, come from worrying, and it's just not worth it. A problem shared is a problem halved, and normally, as soon as you say it out loud, it always seems less serious and more silly. You'll find your moments of happiness in the small things. Out on walks, playing games with your kids, making your own homemade pizzas. Life can end up doing a full circle, starting in one seemingly unimportant place, just a random step in your journey, and then later finding your way back, only this time with a lifetime of experience. Life can be unexpected. It doesn't care for the plans that you may have for it. The end goal is to be happy and content with the life you've had and what you've done with it. Being disappointed about how things turn out is a given, but don't regret anything. You are where you are, and it's exactly where you're meant to be. Eventually, everyone has to slow down, stop working as much, take more breaks. It can be a difficult transition if you're used to always being on the go. The hardest part about later life can be your body not being able to do what it used to, and your mind not being quite as sharp. Your powers are going. You can slow the decline, but you can't do anything to truly stop it. Sometimes the struggles make us who we are. You can even be glad for them eventually, even if it takes until the end of your days. You don't want to get to the end of your life, to look back and wish you'd just enjoyed being in the moment more. If you spend too long stressing about the future, you'll find yourself missing the present. Your life will pass, and you'll wonder how you even got to where you are now. Try and enjoy the moment you're in. No matter how bad it is, try to find things about it that you can look at and say, yeah, this bit is okay. There's a whole universe inside you.